Oh, nah. I just want to see what you was gonna come with. Now watch
Just
this.
want to see what you were gonna come with.
Time to get back on my bullshit. Time to get back to restoring order. Time to put an end to these coons trying to put us back in the slave quarters. Told you that it ain't about race. Convinced you that they don't see color. Now you licking on the boots of police and racist white Trump supporters. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. You not a brother or friend to me. Any anti-blackness for default makes you an enemy. When you belittle me by literally been a bitch for white supremacy. So on the day that they turn on you, please keep that same energy. It's none of our fault. They taught you to hate on the people with similar skin tones. They told us to leave the land that they stole. If we could, we would have been gone. So how the fuck you telling people get off the plantation? You niggas are still long. Fuck the Republicans, immigrants, and the handout. Bitch, my money been long. Soon as I find out that they flipped on all you bitches, I'm sharing them on. You was too pussy to battle for money. That's why you had to go and diss in the song. Verified, I'm solidified in this rap game, bitch. I've been in the zone. All the followers with no clout. No wonder you pressed over diss songs. These people don't love you. That's just part of your imagination. They just like the fact you a coon and you tap dance for their validation. All facts over feelings, right? It's just me being real with you. Got comfortable in the house cause you couldn't make it as a field nigga. My real name is some beer jokes. You honestly couldn't do better than that. Your delivery and your production. Back it up, put that shit in the trash. You a disgrace to the service and the uniform. Veteran hat. When you supporting these bitches as racists, flying a rebel Confederate flags. Christopher with little Ray with the wrong one to try to play. That was going down, nigga, Mayday. And my bars nutty like a payday. Made a weak song called The Patriot. Got on Billboard using name weight. But I hit it first like Ray J. In the Trump rally, y'all safe space. Wanted the smoke, now you gotta get it. Everything I spit is hieroglyphic. Disrespectful little drama when it. Drunk the Kool-Aid, you was swallowing it. As for the code, you was following it. Gotta beat your ass cause your father did it.
And ain't both of them pro-life?
Now I gotta kill him cause they mama did it. Y'all both put it. Y'all a fucking joke. Y'all sold out. Y'all broke the code. On another note, y'all ain't shit except Blue Falcons and a couple pokes. Bitches must have been bumping cold. None of y'all wanna go toe-to-toe. White people did it like rap music. Y'all know that y'all would be fucking broke. Holy smoke, boy, you ain't smoke shit. Let these stormtroopers fool y'all. You was a combat correspondent. Wasn't nobody trying to shoot y'all. You was a journalist, pussy, but I never hear you say ooh rah. Talking to choir, engagement, headshot. These people don't love you. That's just part of your imagination. They just like the fact you a coon and you tap dance for they validation. All facts over feelings, right? It's just me being real with you. Got comfortable in the house cause you couldn't make it as a field nigga. Always play victim like you get attacked for political views. Nah, it's cause you shit on black people just so the white people get your views. You be doing all this cooning for clout just so Fox to let you get on the news. All that ass kissing you been doing and you still ain't got your 40 acres and mules. Rap culture, that's black culture. Some shit that y'all trying to imitate. Go to 1776 and then tell me how that year was great. What would have happened to your son if he was with a white girl on a dinner date? Carolyn Bryant bitch still alive to this day and we still feeling imitate. You got it fucked up if you think we a mirror match. If I could trade you bitches for Betty White, I could live with that. Feel some type of way when I throw the hands, I can get with that. This right foot make you lean to the left like a Democrat. Pussy.
See? Yeah, greetings. Salutations. What's up? This is TNathan. It is November the 1st, I think. That's what I was told. And you're listening to Conversations with TNathan. And guess what? I was early a minute, so that means I am on time. Yes, I am on time. Shocking. Yeah, on time, on time. Yes, yes. Yay, yay. Yeah, TNathan is on time. Write it down. Whew. And you're probably wondering, it's like, why was TNathan on time today? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I was sitting here getting ready, and it's like I'm home alone. That's probably why. I'm home alone. Crumb snatchers are gone. Um, Everybody's gone. I'm here alone, so I had taken Bella out for a walk earlier. She didn't act like she wanted to go out at the last minute, and I was sitting here, and I said, look, let's get some music going. And I hear her. But you right. Petra was on the phone with me earlier, and I know she thought I was gonna be late because I got off the phone. But I got off the phone with Petra about what 9 o'clock. I got off the phone with Petra, and I know y'all thought, and I was like, yeah, it's here, it's now. Let's do this because also tonight is bootleg movie night. Don't ask me what I'm showing. You just got to show up. Yeah, it's not gonna be imitation of life. I promise. I promise you, it's not gonna be imitation of life. Not on the first day of November. Not on the first day of November. Yeah, I was just about to ask if you was around. Betty White was one of us. She just ain't no hit. Look, I would trade all those Rocky Raccoons, and I played this song because it's been a Rocky Raccoon type of day. It has been a Rocky Raccoon type of day. It has been watching people from marginalized communities defend the Donald Trump and MAGA from some of the most heinous BS. For those of y'all don't know, what unfolded in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, at the Halloween parade last night was a travesty. It was just the idea. The volunteer fire department there sponsors the Halloween parade in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. And I always get Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. I'll be wanting to say Mount Pleasant, Michigan, because I lived there for a little while, and it was the whitest place I ever lived. I'm telling you, I'm sure the population in somebody go look up the population in Mount Pleasant, Michigan for me and tell me, because it seems like it's like 98% white. Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and tell me the demographic breakdown. Tell me the demographic breakdown in the 90s, because I lived there in the early 2000s. Of course, I was on the run. So it was like 90%. I'm sure it was 90% white. It might have gotten better since then, but it was white. But anyway, so the volunteer fire department in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, they sponsored the Halloween parade. Greetings, Chief of Security. Got the door, Melage, Biffy, yeah, Penelope, and just girl. I saw y'all. I think Robert's in here too. Robert's always in. Robert's usually he might not know I'm early tonight, so he might be like it rained all of y'all. But anyway, the volunteer fire department sponsors the Halloween parade for the kids, right? Everything is always for the kids. So, in the parade, what is wrong with the internet? In the parade, they have a float entry. And you know, if you do parades, and I'm from the South, we besides Mardi Gras, we do parades for anything. You can have a parade. You can have a parade in the South for I don't know. The sun came up early that day. It doesn't matter. We do parades in the South, and so this float was a golf cart with a depiction of Donald Trump on it and a sniper with a sniper rifle mounted to the roof of the golf cart. This is in front of kids, right? This is for the kids. This was this grown ass idea of a float in a Halloween parade for kids. That would be bad enough. You kids are fighting for their lives in school these days, and it's bad enough that you mounted a rifle to the top of your golf cart. But then behind, oh, you got Secret Service also escorting the golf course. You got people dressed up as. See, understand, this was not just one person's idea that came to fruition. It took multiple people to participate in this brand of blatant bigotry, racism, and just disrespect towards school shootings, right? And behind the golf cart, you have some woman. How did you find women? Women. Isn't there a very special place that you all put people that voluntarily allow themselves to be exploited by being Kamala Harris in chains behind this cart? I would say being dragged, but that'd be me being melodramatic. It wasn't. They didn't drag her. They just had her in chains, and the chains were hooked up to the cart. Nobody sees the problem with that. Nobody. That's why MAGA supporters are garbage. MAGA supporters are garbage because I got people out here like talking. Oh, it's just a Halloween costume. That's not a Halloween costume. That it's just the depictions of obvious racism and bigotry coupled with how could somebody tell me without being without being gory, graphic, and bloody and all that. But was there a worse float idea for Halloween? Was there a worse float idea than to have the symbolism of a black woman in chains being dragged behind a golf cart representing MAGA? The gun thrown on and a gun on top of it in front for a kids Halloween parade. They know where they can try it. They know where they can try it, but this is the sad thing about it. And like Petra and I were talking about, parade over. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Number one, I'm at a Halloween parade. Just let's get there. I'm in a Halloween parade. So if I'm at a Halloween parade, I'm probably in that Halloween costume. For y'all who don't know, that Halloween costume is an orange jumpsuit. That's how I will be at the parade. I'll be in orange jumpsuit. The I'd have boxes on. I have orange boxes on, and I'd have a white shirt on, and I have black tennis shoes on. That's what I'd have on, and I probably would have my Scully on. It's cold in prison. That's my Halloween car. So, do you imagine when that gets to where we are? Because I'm never in the front of parade. I'm always like I start walking in the middle of long parades, like Mardi Gras. Catch me, I'm walking. I'm catching every beads and giving them to kids because people aim for me. But I could just imagine that wherever I am when that float comes by, that's where the parade ends. That's where the parade ends. The parade ends there. And that was my thing. There were no people ending that parade when they saw that float. That float should have never got that far. That float should have never gotten that far doing I mean, you all not bent out of shape. Okay, just forget the blatant racism and bigotry. You got a gun on top of a float with President Trump at a kid's Halloween parade. Are we for real? And they wonder why you say they're garbage. See, I know I'm grimy. I'm grimy. I'm grimy. But this is who they are. That's what I said too, Pat. That's what I say, Rain. What woman agrees to be debased like that? Then I thought about it. Hell, I've been to rallies. Um, went to I remember one year um, at the Coast Coliseum in Mississippi. Donald Trump was coming around. This is when Sidney Hyde Smith was running for election, and I forget the other Republican that was running. But anyway, they had a event at the Coliseum, and at the time, I was a part of this weak ass organization. Petra will tell you the name of it. But I was part of this weak ass organization that I thought was a better organization than it turned out to be. But yet and still, I should have known at this moment because they were setting up barriers across the street from the event where I, with my radical ass, on the side of the, I'm not on the other side of the beach, on the Coliseum grounds, walking around and making fun of MAGA supporters. So this is, and we were there, and I'm looking at how now where we are as far. Petra didn't tell y'all the name of the organization. It sat there silently, and I have never understood how do you call yourself activists or standing up. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't expect children to do this, and I don't expect other people alone to do some of the shit I would try. Yes, I'm always, don't get it twisted. I am always prepared. I am always prepared to be judged by 12. I'm just going to put it that way. I am always prepared to do it. I don't expect people to go to that extreme, but I do expect people to say something in the face of it. At the card, it would have been, oh, just saying. Just saying. I can't even remember the name anymore. I tend to forget the sellouts. Yeah, you know the name of the organization. I remember, we're in the documentary. I don't know. Are you in the documentary, Petra, that they did? I know I'm in the documentary. I didn't watch all of it. I have another documentary that I like better that I was in. So I didn't watch all of that one because It's not that I was going to revoke my permission to be in the documentary after I'd given it, because the cause is greater than the people. The cause is greater. We were fighting to have the Mississippi State flag changed and have the Confederate battle emblem removed from the state flag. We won, even because the work continued whether I was part of the organization or not, because I was actually doing the work before I joined the organization. And so we continued to do the work. And on that level, I have nothing bad to say that the work we did get the flag changed, and it's it just turns out to be a Pyrrhic victory at times. Um, but yeah, so watching that video, watching that, and then everybody's coming out. This is another thing I did. The every parade I participated in, been a part of, they had a council that had to approve your float in the parade. Whatever you were doing in the parade as a float wise, it had to be submitted and approved by the review council. So now the volunteer fire service said they just never did that. They said they never did that. The city said they've never done that. The city that it happened in, Mount Pleasant, they said that none of it did that. Why? I just find that interesting. So you could basically tell me you're just you could have a naked float with strippers on top of it going down on Halloween, and you would have been like, "Oh, yep, it's there now." That's the thing. Even in the parade, there are staging areas where all the floats get together and they get the order and they get their seats and they do the review. So you mean to tell me in the staging area, you saw this float, you recognized what it was, and you said, let the good times roll"? Me neither, Rain. Me neither. And then to hear the statements now, everybody's just shocked and appalled and like, I can't believe this happened. You can't believe it happened? Why not? You can't believe it happened. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Yeah, so that's what's happening and unfolding in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. Then, of course, we have Donald Trump doubling down on his threats against Liz Cheney and hoping. Listen. And I want to say this. Don't get me wrong. And people. So for anyone says because hypocrisy, right? I'm not running for president of the United States. I'm not running for president of the United States, and I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I would not eviscerate racists and bigots if I ever got to a point of leadership in this country. Um, be it, I do. That's the only reason I would want leadership is to eviscerate racists and bigots. And I would throw people into volcanoes. I don't make any qualms about that. But the idea of this hypocrite that has people just like Liz Cheney in his inner circle acting like that wasn't a personal attack. Oh, see, I think people sometimes don't understand what is the outrage with me because it's not. It's the outrage is the hypocrisy. The outrage is the hypocrisy of somebody who avoided military service and pretended to have bone spurs, has the nerve to talk about somebody else being in a foxhole having 9 guns pointed at them. The hypocrisy is then to watch. Now, you can ask the Dora Milaje, chief of security, and all of them. They know it's like, yep, if I sign over TNathan, this is what we get. We know that. We know this. But to watch these surrogates go around and act like somebody, it's like when Joe Biden said that they were garbage. Oh, they were like making videos. When Mark Cuban said they were unintelligent, they were out here making videos just clutching pearls. Do you know I have done several compilation videos of Donald Trump literally inciting violence and worse. And those people, those same people, are quiet. Mississippi Rising Coalition. I know the name. I was just seeing how. Yeah, MRC. What, what do bone spurts look like? Yeah, I know. Bone spurs, not bone spurts. Don't get the idea of bone spurts in your mind. Yeah, cause yeah. Anyway, grow, get up, teenagers. Stand up, back up out the gullet. But yeah, bone spurs. Yeah, don't think about bone spurts. I don't want nobody thinking about bone spurts, right? This is that's key. This is not TikTok after. This is not conversations with T Nathan after dark. We'll come back to that later. You know, would y'all would we do that? Would we like a T Nathan show? GCPR. I don't know if y'all ready. GCPR. I don't think y'all ready for T Nathan conversations with T Nathan, the after dark edition. Yeah, because after dark we get real dark real quick. I'm good, Robert. How are you? You are you late, Robert? Is Robert late? Is Robert late? What? Yeah, Robert. We gotta. We I would have to ban you from TikTok after dark. Oh, you on time? You know what? The only thing worse. Let me tell y'all, in case you don't know, and you know this is a cultural difference, right? This is what's up, Cheryl. This is a cultural difference, right? So the only thing that you could count on late black people being more incensed about is them being on time and somebody else is late. Yeah, yeah, you can't be late on black people that show up on time. Yeah, I'll be late 9 times out of 10. But when I get there on time and you all late, oh, I'm talking about you. How, like, what? I was like, I'm on time and you all late? Oh, no, no, no. No, there's something wrong with y'all. Yeah, we're going to yes, tonight is movie night. Tonight is another bootleg movie night. We're back on Twitch. Twitch is back up for a couple of days. I don't know. Y'all know y'all got to get in there with me early because you don't know. Um, Cheryl, right? It's like if I'm on time, yeah, I'm being indignant about you all being late. Yeah, if I'm late, I'm still indignant about people being later than me. Look, don't have me early and don't have me late and I'm still waiting. Oh yeah, I'm doubly high. I'm late and y'all still haven't started. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That's one thing. Like I say, it's cultural. You can laugh at it. It's all right because I always ask, like, if I'm going to an event, I ask who's planning it. Say who's planning it, and they'll tell me. I say are they white or black or other, so I know how to adjust my time. Who's performing? I need to know all that. I need to know all that. I went to. I'm a Lauren Hill fan. I'm a big Lauren Hill fan. Um, but when they told me Lauren Hill was coming and your concert starts at 8 o'clock, I say I will be there at 9:30. I'm at 9:30. Lauren Hill is not taking the stage at 8 o'clock. Nope, it's not happening. And don't get me wrong, Lauren Hill is not perpetually late. But she's not starting no show at 8 o'clock because they said the 8 start show. Yeah, I don't know. Whoever the warm up act, they can have an extra long set. They play everything. They play covers because Lauren Hill's not taking the stage at no 8 o'clock, and I know that. I know that. Yeah, it's not going. Not going. And if I go to now, movies are like the exception. I usually show up to movies on time. I usually show up because movies are the one place where I will eat some of like just any like just popcorn. Because if you know me, you know I'm a gourmet. I like gourmet popcorn. But the movies, I just show up and eat the popcorn with the butter on it, and it's like so good. But that's the only place I eat it. That big tub of popcorn that you put under the butter yourself and turn it around. That's the only time I eat it. Why do I hear? Is that crumb snatcher? Or is that Yeah, that's a crumb snatcher. Say hello, crumb snatcher. Can't come on. Just say hi. Y'all hear the crumb snatcher? I knew y'all were home. I heard too many footsteps. You taking Bella with you? All right. What you get? Strawberry lemonade. Oh, look. Yeah, give her lemonade back. See, I was home alone, right? I was home alone. Give her lemonade back. What you bring me?
I ain't bringing nothing.
Say hello. Say hello to everybody.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, her Spanish is getting nowhere.
Nowhere, actually.
What
I don't
y'all?
know.
What y'all been? Skating ring?
Yeah,
You
my
enjoy
friends
it?
were there.
Huh?
My friends were there.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, let me get back. Pinky.
Pinky is your best friend. Stop playing with her.
Pinky just wants food. You Bella out there?
Yeah.
Let her out for me.
All right.
All right.
Outside?
Yeah, for a little while.
Okay.
Just let her out. Do the backyard.
All right.
All right. All right. I'm back. Yeah. Yeah, my mother doesn't like me calling them crumb snatchers. My mother does not like me calling the crumb snatchers crumb snatchers. She tells me to think of another name, right? But want to see Pinky? No, I can't be late to the movies because the previews give me extra time. Right. Um. Yeah. You want to see Pinky? That's nice. Pinky is gone. Yeah. Pinky is just in here trying to find out where the food is. Pinky does not. Pinky is a Chihuahua, and Chihuahua is some foreign language. It's not. It's not Hispanic. It's not Spanish. It is a foreign language from before we probably spoke languages on this planet. Because I'm convinced Chihuahuas are miniature demons. Yeah, in disguise. Yep, that's what they are. They predate. They probably predate our existence, and they are the living embodiment of little evil. Yeah, I can't imagine. Can you imagine a herd of chihuahuas? Let that sink in. They a herd of chihuahuas. Yeah, that would be like. I'm sure that's why. Can you imagine if chihuahuas had that same attitude and they were like our size, or just an average, a bigger dog size? Oh yeah, the world would be. We would literally have to have flamethrowers. Right. No, Chihuahua is demon dog in some no, in some language no longer used on Earth. But yeah. So the crumb snatchers are home. I knew they later than I had planned. I planned for them to be home before I started, but yeah, they've been out skating, and of course, big sister's terrorizing little sister by taking my drink from them, strawberry lemonade. The world needs more dogs like pugs, minus their health issues. They're real comedians. Yeah, pugs just have too many health issues. Yeah, they have too many health issues. Another thing, I told you tonight's movie night, so we're supposed to be back to the topic. All right. Recently, there was videos that went viral. There was a video that went viral and reshared over and over on X by MAGA supporters. And the squirrel, yeah, that's my favorite line in Up. Squirrel, and it went viral on X and across other social media. And it turns out that number one, the minute I saw the video, I knew it was fake. I knew it was fake because of something the guys. It's AI generated. Another one. So stop saying black people are our own worst enemy. This is AI generated, and the guy said he was from Haiti. Well, I'm gonna let you see the video. Let you see the video, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it. Let's get it.
We are from Haiti. We came to America 6 months ago and we already have our American citizenship. We are voting Kamala Harris. Yesterday we voted in Gwinnett. county, and today we are voting in Fulton County. We have all our documents, driver's license. We invite all 18s to come to America and bring families.
So the minute I saw that video, I knew it was fake. I knew it was fake. Um, and it's one of those issues where that it amazed me that it doesn't amaze me. So the United States Intelligence Department officials have confirmed the video is Russian. It was made by Russians, right? And with the attempt to interfere. This is how well the Russians understand our situation and MAGA supporters. They put out something that doesn't even have to make sense. Because if you know how they always talk about immigrants and Haitians and Africans can't catch a break under this, but it's the idea that the guy said he came to this country 6 months ago and he's a citizen of the United States now. On average, citizenship through naturalization takes between 18 and 24 months. That's after periods that could involve up to 5 years of different type of statuses in this country. No Haitian came to this country and within 6 months was a citizen of the United States. That's the first thing that even if I'm not looking at the video and like, yeah, no. And then to realize that this video blew up on X that is owned by Elon Musk. And it was shared and reshared and spread by MAGA supporters ad nauseum on X. And why I was surprised, not. I was not surprised so much, but this is what, when the United States Intelligence Agency, Georgia, because that's supposed to be in Georgia, Gwinnett and Fulton County in Georgia, and these videos were popping up in swing states. But when they say that, why don't these people? And I made a video about it. I said, you know what? I have not seen out of all the times I've seen those videos, I have not seen any of the people that posted those videos make a retraction or an explanation video saying that that video has been proven to be wrong. All right, let's see. Yeah, which one is this? Your video remains unavailable to audiences under 18. My video on Pennsylvania is they restricted to the audiences under 18. And the video I just made about the fake video, just posted it. They restricted it too. They restrict videos that talk about misinformation on social media. Yeah, they restrict videos that talk about misinformation on TikTok. Yeah. Are we still on? Are we still on? I don't see any. And I only say that because I was like not seeing any movement on. I see movement on my X channel, my YouTube channel, and I see it on Twitch. I don't see any on TikTok. Only TikTok like it when I talk about. I don't think TikTok likes it when I talk about their app. It's like all of a sudden I don't see. I'll be seeing all kinds of movement, people coming in and out the room. It just stops. It just freezes for me. So I just be wondering, or I've been pissed too many people off. So yeah, I don't see why Trump supporters share and do the work of Russians for them when they claim that they can't stand Russia so much, but they are always doing the work for Russia. Dun, dun, dun. I see what those Trump supporters are doing. They are to blame Kamala Harris and Tim Walz so they won't get into the White House. Ain't gonna work. Who do y'all think made that comment? Yeah, that's like a general comment on my videos from this one person. I think it's so funny. Yeah. So that video is fake. All the information surrounding it are fake. Yeah, that's you, Robert. That was your comment. It was the first comment that just came up at the top of my feed. So that was me. Now, we got a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get to bootleg movie nights. All right. Are you for a movie tonight? Everybody up for a movie? It's November the 1st, All Hallows Ween. I knew it was Robert. You got to come over and be surprised. You got to come over and be surprised. I'm having movie time. Well, you won't get to see the movie you want to see then, but I understand. I just bought the Fire and Fury book about Trump. I have Fire and Fury. I have Fire and Fury. But are they really doing this so they won't get into the White House? Everything they do, Robert, is about not getting in, them not getting into the White House. But it also is also, I mean, and this is, I keep trying to tell you all, and I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to understand this. And I'm going to say it slowly. No matter what happens on November the 5th, none of this is going away. It's not. November election 2020 still led to January 6, 2021. The whole 4 years since then have all surrounded that. This is not going away. Not just the politics of it, but the racism, the bigotry, the misogyny. This doesn't. This is like prices after the pandemic. They're not going back down easily. That's what I want. This man is literally talking about putting Bobby Kennedy Jr. in charge of health care on any level. It isn't going away because this is not about a one off or a moment. This is the combination of moments. This is the combination of DNA of this country. This is not 74 million people are not disappearing overnight. That's what I can't. When I see you all make comments like y'all can't be waiting for this to be over on November the 5th, I'll be like, am I the only one living on this planet in this country? Because how do you say that? All this did not just start in this election cycle, and it's not going to end in this election cycle. Do you understand? There are 435 other people elected to the House of Representatives. We have 100 senators, not to mention state governments. Not to mention that Roe versus Wade is still going to be overturned on November the 5th. And there's still going to be states instituting policies that lead to the death of women, the disenfranchisement of the LGBTQ community, the restrictions of rights that black people have fought for in this country for 100 years. That's not going away on November the 5th. What planet are you all living on? The fight takes constant vigilance. Constant. And I don't know. Like I say, I don't even know where to go sometimes when I see these comments like that. I mean, what world have you all been living in for the years that you've been alive? Emmett Till and Michael Donald were killed in the same time period of about a generation. James Byrd was dragged behind the car in between. I mean, these things, I don't know. I point out that they're garbage because they've been garbage. And to see people that say, I can't wait for this election cycle. What that means, when I hear people say that, you know what it means? It means you just want to stop seeing it in your personal life on such a regular basis. Because the rest of us, it's been in our personal lives. Marginalized groups of people have been dealing with this way before this election cycle. I'm ready for the election to be over, but we still have a lot of work to do. They're not going away and they're not disappearing. Repeat that to yourself, Robert. I want you to understand that it's not even this election cycle is never going away for a while. The election cycle in this country is not every 2 years, it's every 4 years, it's every 2 years. Every 2 years. Every 2 years. And that's not including that we have local elections that have even more impact. I try to tell people, yes, the federal elections are important, but hello, who's your mayor? Who's on your city council? Who's on your school board? Because those decisions are going to affect you quicker than who's in the presidency, unless like the future, like Donald Trump could actually prove the instantaneous impact on the lower elections, then we're in trouble. Then we're in trouble. But if we don't do this, do you understand that? This is not going to be over because we're not getting out of it like that. We're not getting out of that. I could name the city council. Yeah. In what? In what? And this is how, let me tell you something. This is how, uh, why I know this information. I know where you live exactly because I know who your mayor, I know your mayor. I know what part of where you will live in. Just look at, probably name a couple of your city council members. Because they're garbage. They're garbage. And I live right next door. Yeah. I want to know, how do we keep the positive, high energy and unity I've been seeing? Just a girl. How do I mean, amongst whom? Um, amongst whom? It's the the see, because on a way I think I understand, but it's always the positivity that throws me off. It's like, how do we keep the positivity, the positive high energy and unity? I see it differently. I see a lot of people are at the party, not because they want to, not, they're only unifying on conditions. All right. Had to take a sip there, choking. Um, mm, I was choking. I was looking when you said that. The rallies, the rallies are not a place we can live at. And I say that because in order to maintain that, you would have to perpetually be in a state that the rallies are a necessary part of. And there's no government and there's no governing in that perpetual state. Um, make positive contact. Once the conditions are changed, people will start to fight again. And this is the thing. It's like, yeah, the rallies, you can't maintain them. That's like the energy required means you couldn't be governing. You would be on a perpetual, and that's what it would take. It would take to maintain it. It would take something that actually is counterintuitive, and it would require that we not govern. We just go around holding pep rallies, and it comes a point where we have to govern. So that's what you're seeing. Now that you maintain that energy level, no, no, I'm trying to answer the question without saying that it shouldn't be a requirement to do the right thing. It shouldn't be, that shouldn't be the standard to do the right thing. That we should do the right thing regardless of the pep rally. We should do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. The unity should be because we stand in the face of oppression. But most of what you actually are seeing is people coming together for their own individual interests, and oppression is not. Oh, if that kind of energy could be maintained on the level to deal with oppression, it would be spectacular. But it can't because most people are not there for that reason. If it makes any sense. If it makes, I'm trying to explain it in a sense without being condescending at all. I'm not trying to be condescending. And it's just that it's artificial and it's artificially created for the moment. Don't get me wrong. And then to understand that Trump rallies are like that energy also. They're the same energy. They're just used for different reasons. So we have to have more than just that energy because it's like I was talking the other night. I love technology. I think AI is the mathematical wave of the future for solving some of our largest problems. But I do care who designs it and who controls it. Yeah, Elon Musk is not going to be my nominee for controlling AI or computers or robots. But I would turn it over to Michelle Obama in a minute. I would turn it over to, if I wish Coretta Scott King was still alive. I would definitely turn it over to her before I turned it over to Martin. Yeah, there are plenty of people that I trust to do the right thing, but my thing is I'm too busy fighting the people that I know would do the wrong thing. TNathan, you know I can take it, and you know I'll get you on IG if we got to clear something up. Yeah, because I don't want it's not an insult at all, and it's then I have to be careful of that because I don't want to come across that way. I just want to say that that energy is not enough. We've had that energy. We've had that energy in the past. We had, what's up, Cam? You're late, Cam. I know you probably been working. How's it going? Cam gets a pass because he's working and got a lot of things to take care of. But it's how do we take that energy and use it in a manner that is not for the moment? That's the thing. I think you're a loyal follower to understand what you mean when you speak. Yeah, but I still care enough about you all to also make sure I temper it enough that it's not misunderstood. So can I get a pass if I don't? No, no passes are given to you, Robert. Yeah, nope. You stepped into the big boy circle. Yeah, you got no passes will be given. But our our thing is we have to stop. We have to we have to function in the long term, and we have to function without just the dopamine of the moment, and that's what is hard to do. Can that energy be maintained? Is it even possible? No, I don't think it's not possible to maintain that level of energy without being at that same point over and over. So to maintain that energy, we're going to be have to constantly be in a state of flux. And in the state of flux, you can't get anything long term done. We have to find that we have to we have to find that state of being. That's the good way of thinking about it. We have to find that state of being who we need to be at all times. And then we get things done, and that state of energy is not required anymore at that level because we won't be fighting for those same things. What's up, Roku? We won't be fighting for those same things. Um, we want to rest. I want to. That level of energy is usually required because we are fighting back against for our very lives. At that moment, those moments what you see, even if we're not together in what life we're fighting for, we're literally fighting for our lives in those moments. And I just can we get to the point where we can rest and and live without having to struggle every moment? That's it. That's it. And even though, like I say, the ancestors have, I'm fortunate. The ancestors have built me to be able to do it. But like Maya Angelou's teaches us, just because I can do something doesn't mean I want to. Just because I can put out the energy to fight doesn't mean I want to have to fight every day of our existence. That's why I tell you I'll take the moments out to do the Zion thing, to laugh and to joke, because we are literally fighting for our lives so much that we forget why. I think that's the most important thing that I have that the ancestors gave me. They always not only built me to fight, but I always understand I have to take those moments to understand what we're fighting for. And what I'm fighting for is not just the elimination of racists and bigots, it's also to live in a world where we get to have bootleg movie nights, where we get to laugh and I always make the reference back to Zion and the Matrix because they're fighting the fight every day and they still come home and dance and love every night. And I think that's what burns people out. I think what burns people out and why my energy is always self perpetuating is that number one, I was designed to fight, but I was designed to enjoy the moments also. And I remember my mother taught me that happiness is not a state of being all the time, but you do string enough of those moments together to make a bridge. I know someone who can recommend a great Korean health spa in Chicago. And need see that's the thing. People need those things. That's good. I don't. I just need a good book and Bella. I think people don't realize like for me, the Crumb Snatchers, Bella, my bestie. It's like I tell you all the time. One thing I don't do, and I have always done, and Petra will tell you, because like Petra's been to my home, my family, and yeah, they know what I'm doing outside. A lot of them are doing it too. But we are in the home when we're with each other. It's not that we don't recognize that; it's that we take the time to enjoy what we're fighting for. The crumb snatchers are here, Robert. That's the crumb snatchers are here. So for the next couple of hours, for the next hour really, she'll be with the crumb snatchers. Then Bella will be like, okay, that door is closed. I know he in there, and she's gonna come and she's gonna scratch at the door, and he's like, okay, I'm through playing with the crumb snatchers now, and she gonna be like behind my chair. Yep. Or if I'm reading a book, she gonna be laying across my feet. But anyway, right. It is now time to get to bootleg movie theater. So you go get your snacks. I'm going to scoot over and slide over in the chair to the other computer and pull up Twitch. And we're going to join me in Twitch and we're going to have bootleg movie night. Nope, you're not taking Olivia's place. I am not doing a 4 hour log off. GCPR. What's up? TNathan here. If you have a VPN that allows you to watch Twitch outside of your country, come join us. We'll be on Twitch getting ready for bootleg movie night. I'm gonna give you time to. I'm gonna open it up as soon as I get off, and I'm gonna give you time to grab snacks, and um, I'm gonna prove that I can almost be early. I'm opening it up now, so everybody can start piling in, and we're gonna start the movie at 8 minutes, 11 o'clock. All right. So GCPR, y'all have a good weekend. I will see you all Monday for my pre warm up for election day, and Tuesday will be live as soon as the polls close on the East Coast. I will start my live then, and we will have stats and everything, bring it up, and we'll be talking about the polls as they come in, and we'll be doing the. Hopefully, someone have a calculator with me, and we'll be doing the electoral college vote as they come in, and see who gets the 270 first, and see if we're going to be celebrating or we're going to be celebrating. Anyway, see you later, GCPR. See you Monday. Everybody else, anybody got any questions before I end the stream so we can get bootleg movie theater off the ground on time? Anything for me? Because Monday we're gonna hit the ground running. We're gonna talk about come prepared for all your questions you want to ask before election day. We're gonna talk about some election plans, about what you all can do to get people to the polls in your community. Um, that's what we're gonna talk about Monday, and then when I go live Tuesday, we'll be starting at the close of the polls on the East Coast, and hopefully I won't have to go past midnight. But if I do, we'll see. We'll take it as it comes.